we go. Whew, okay. Take one, here we go. What's up, y'all? I am in my little studio in a shed and we're about to start the first song. I'm so nervous and excited and feeling all the things, so here we go. Whew. Gotta tune her up. Look at the way, I can hear it. Look at the way he walks, oh look at the way he talks. Look at the way he walks, oh look at the way he talks. Sunflower Dream. What does it mean? Sunflower Dream is the epitome of growth. I look at every project that I've ever made as sort of like a time capsule of where I was in my life at that time. And with this project, it's growth and it's becoming someone that I'm proud of and becoming someone that I just genuinely am starting to really like where I'm at, you know, and it's a good feeling, for sure. For each album, you know, like I said, it's like looking back at a time in my life and just thinking back to that time. It's like every time I play Songs from the Storm, it genuinely makes me sad because I think it's, again, just a time capsule of where I was in my life, and it was such a rough time. I made that album in my bedroom and I wasn't in school and I was just kind of, you know, had nothing to do, and I literally worked on it non-stop. And I was happy about it, but I think, you know, looking back, it was such a weird time in my life. I don't know if it was the best thing. But, man, I'm just so thrilled to be able to release Sunflower Dream. Like, so thrilled. Each of these songs mean so much to me because I've been writing these songs for the past year and I've been able to just kind of see where those go. And some of the songs I wrote like just the other day, you know, you never know. And I just think it's so fun. It's been so fun to make this one, genuinely. So I genuinely think that lyrically I have tapped into something pretty cool. I've always loved like referencing nature in my songs because I think nature is so symbolic of us as people, of our lives, and so I've done that a lot in my songs from the beginning, but I feel like with this album it's even more so because, I mean, Sunflower Dream literally talks about in the song how I was just a seed who grew into something, so it's just like, you know, true growth and all those things. And yeah, I'm just so like, I feel so good about where I am with songwriting. Songwriting has always been something for me that is sort of like a free therapy, I guess. I've never been good at being like upfront with how I'm feeling or like my emotions, because that's just something that I've just never been good at. So songwriting is a way for me to do that without actually having to like sit down and have a conversation with somebody, which is just so good for me because that intimidates me so much. But I genuinely just think that it's a free therapy. I can't tell you how many times I've sat on my bedroom floor with a notebook and a pen and just wrote something from my heart. Sometimes without even music, and just, you know, writing something down, how I'm feeling about something, and then later putting it to music. And it really has helped me in so many ways, and I feel like songwriting has opened up doors for me emotionally that I needed to have open. So I'm just very grateful for that. I feel like I experimented with my songwriting a lot, but I also experimented musically. For example, Golden Paradise. I actually wrote that song last summer of 2021, and just fell in love with the idea of just like, you know, the imagery that could put in your head of just like being like, wow, this is what it feels like to fall for somebody, and to just feel like you are in paradise. And I really wanted to experiment with chords, because something that I've always done is really stuck to specific chords and progressions and stuff, and so I really wanted to switch it up, and I just gave it a shot, and it was so much fun recording that one. So much fun. I loved every minute of it. I seriously did. One of my favorite song on the album. It's so hard to say. That is so hard to say. The thing is, I'm like emotionally attached to each song, so that is so hard to say. I really feel like Nashville, Tennessee is probably up there for me. It's such a special song that, you know, I wrote from visiting there. Nashville, Tennessee is definitely up there for me, for sure, because it's just such nostalgic sort of vibe, I think. And I went to Nashville last summer, and it was truly the best place I've ever visited, the best trip I've ever been on, and I'm just obsessed with it, and it inspired me so much. And yeah, I that one's really special for me. But I think another one that is kind of might take the number one spot for me is Evergreen. I actually wrote that one right before I recorded it, like a few days ago. So I was driving and it just came to me. And it's interesting because the concept of like the word evergreen has always stuck out to me. I just think it's such an interesting, like, sort of like an interesting sort of word, because, you know, when you think about evergreen, it automatically makes you think about trees and you know, these beautiful, like, fresh green trees. And I thought, how interesting would that be for me to like use that as a song? And so I just wrote the title, but I didn't like actually do anything with it. And then a few days ago wrote it, and just really wanted to stick with that concept of like something staying fresh and you know, not losing its color. And so it's very easy to relate that to relationships and things like that. So yeah, I definitely think that might take the #1 spot for me. Since writing this album, while writing this album, I've grown so much as a person. Just over this last year, like the relationships I've made, the friendships I've made, and I just am genuinely at such a good place in my life, and I think that the album is a good representation of that. This life is my sunflower dream, so I'm just super thankful and blessed, and so incredibly thankful for each and every person who has stuck by my side during this last year and helped me grow, because truly I would not be where I am today without each and every one of you, so thank you so much. This process hasn't been easy, but I don't think anything worth having is easy. My mom has always said that to me, and it always sticks with me because she's so right. Like, nothing that is actually worth it is going to be easy, and this wasn't, because there were times where I was very frustrated and didn't want to deal with recording, or just, you know, wanted to give up, but guess what? I did it, and I'm just so thrilled to be able to share this with everyone, and yeah.
Just a small town girl, yes! Living in a lonely world. Yes. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
She's going to her birthday. Yeah. That's your husband!
It's a shitty boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
To feel this way and waste a day, I gotta get myself on stage. I shouldn't wait or be afraid. The chips will fall when they rain. I got my driver's license, just like we always talked about. 'Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me down. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Yeah, today I drove through the suburbs. Trust me, pet, mother knows best.
Yeah, she does!
Mother knows best. Listen to your mother. It's a scary world out there.
You know the world can see
Wait, I'll have
in a way that's different than who we are.
We're separate parts.
Someday I hope to make the perfect creme brulee.